salad.
Okay.
Because remember, Josie, you said you mentioned something that is cows that eat grasses.
I'm telling you. No, even someone asked me in the program that should we need to eat vegetables? Are we cows? You see?
So like I said, I have put in here, for people who want to eat vegetables, there are varieties of vegetables you can eat. You can select from beets. Beets is a veggies. Beetroot can be your vegetables, and for me, I do beetroot juice, beetroot chips. Beetroot chips are very healthy and they are easy to prepare, and I hope that one day we are going to be showing you how to do that on this show. Brussels sprout is another vegetable that is very good and easy to cook and delicious. You can bake your sprouts, you can steam it, you can stir fry it, and you can mix it with other veggies. Broccoli, it's another vegetable that is very good. Your cabbage, it is very common, and cabbage can do anything. Cabbage can do a lot of things that you are going to be seeing here. Another one is carrots. Your carrots, you can snack on them, you can steam them, you can stir fry them, you can mix them up into other vegetables and make your salad. Or even if you don't want to make salad, you can use your carrots to bake your cake. Don't tell anyone.
I know. Viewers, today we are going to bake vegetables cake. I've never eaten.
Don't tell them,
Okay.
No, oh my God.
Because I'm so excited. I really want to see how
I'm actually keeping that for people who would stay to the end of the show, because that is a bonus for you today. Okay. You are going to be eating your cake healthy after you watch this show.
Wow.
Another vegetables I have here is your eggplants. Eggplant is very good, it's nutritious, it's easy to cook, and it's diverse. You can eat your eggplants raw, you can prepare it as sauce, you can prepare it as soup, you can use your eggplant as swallow, you can put it in your egusi soup, you can put it in your vegetable soup. I mean, eggplant is good to eat. Yum.
Thank you. Kahinde, I give you shout out for watching us, and thank you for stay on the stream. Do you know?
Thank you, Kahinde. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, please invite friends to come and watch, because this is a very good show whereby we learn how to cook healthy. Yes.
Okay, so another one I have here is your garlic. Your garlic is very good. Your green beans. Please don't leave that store without getting green beans in your bag. If you want to know how to eat your green beans fully, just holla on our Facebook page. And I also have lettuce here. I have long bean. I have okra. If you are somebody that likes to eat okra, you can eat your okra in different ways. You can slice your okra and cook. You can steam. You can boil. You can decide to cut it tiny. You can decide to cut it big. You can mix it with your ogbono, right? Mm-hmm. You can cook it plain. You can cook it and add your vegetables, your bitter leaf. You know, I don't want to talk too much. We have onions. Onions are very good. If you eat a lot of onions, you are going to be feeling that your body is superb. And the aroma it also gives to our food is very important. Peppers, radish, scallions, squashes, and your yam.
And all this we can get them in the store.
Yes, I have actually selected what you can see in the store here in Toronto, GTA, Canada. Then I have other ones that I've classified into green leafy vegetables. These are vegetables that you can actually cook. They have a higher boiling point. So we have your beet greens, you have your kolalu, you have your chard, you have your collard greens, you have your dandelion greens, you have your kale, which is very popular, you have your mustard greens, you have your spinach, you have your turnip greens, and your watercress. Wow. They are all very good, and their boiling point is a bit higher than the first group I listed for you. So you are comfortable. I mean, it's comfortable for you to cook them a bit. Also, depending on what you are using to cook them, though. So, but at least their boiling point is a bit higher, and they are not easy to eat raw. compared to the ones I mentioned before. I also have some other things here which are fruits, but they can as well be mixed with your vegetables. I've listed here avocados. Avocados are very good. They are very rich in omega-3. I use my avocado for a lot of things.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
Yeah,
viewers, when you see my skin, I always use avocado to do steaming, and I eat a lot of avocados too. Yeah,
avocados are very good for smoothie, for your rice. I slice it into my rice. I use it for smoothie. I slice it into my yam. If I'm making my soup, I put it. If I'm making my salad, I also put my avocados.
That's
Bananas are also very good, but you want to control the calorie intake. If you're a calorie counter, you want to stay low on bananas. Blackberries are also good. All the berries, the berry family, they are a very good fruit to eat. Grapefruit, excuse me, guava, melons. You have your watermelon, cantaloupe, melon, all the melons, horn melon, any melon you see out there, they are very good for you.
Are these fruits or vegetables?
They are fruits, but they can be partnered with your vegetables.
Okay.
So I'm also putting them here as, for example, you may want to make smoothie with your kale and add a bit of berries.
Okay.
To make it,
tasty.
Yeah. So that is why I have decided to list it here. And as time goes by, we are going to be experimenting on this show because this is actually a cooking show. But I like to pass the knowledge before we go into the kitchen. And oranges, papaya, peaches, pineapples, plums, pumpkin, tamarind, tomatoes, and pomegranates. They are very, very good. Wow. And you would see that if you are somebody that takes supplements, you will see that this
all these fruits
they are what is
the ones
combined
in supplements.
to put in supplements.
Yeah,
another one I have here for you that I've not pronounced is mushrooms. Mushrooms are extremely good for you. If you are somebody who doesn't
the
eat
problem
mushrooms,
is I even don't know how to cook mushrooms. I always buy them every day, and I put them in the food in wherever I do the veggies, but I think I don't cook them very well.
Actually, there is something about food. Experimenting is what matters. In as much as you put it in your mouth and it gets it.
I like that.
The thing is, once I see that something is nutritious, I just find a way to take it in there while I start exploring different options of cooking it.
Thank you so much, our viewers. I can see you on the Facebook page. I can see you on the YouTube. Please don't forget to subscribe and like our YouTube page. But then, I'm asking you, go to the Facebook page. It's AC TriStars. AC TriStars African Health Cooking Extravaganza. That is the Facebook page. Just write A for Apple, C for Charlie, and then TriStar, TriStar, TRIST. That is the Facebook page. Once you Google that or you go to the Facebook and put that name, it will take you straight to the Facebook page of African Health Cooking Extravaganza. And that's where you're going to call and order whatever you want to order and to talk to our health coach and get what you're supposed to get. Please do that right now. Let's go ahead.
Okay, so there is something important that I want to discuss with us as Africans. As Africans, we have that notion that we don't eat vegetables or we don't eat salad. But I want to tell you that back in the days, our forefathers ate a lot of salads. Their main food then was vegetables because they have a lot of them. They lived in the farms and they are able to cut fresh vegetables and cook and eat. So every day they eat with vegetables. I mean, vegetable soup, not salad, right? So because of that, you cannot say our forefathers did not eat vegetables. They actually ate vegetables. It's just that the way they ate their vegetables is more traditional than the way we are eating our vegetables. Like now that I mentioned kale, I know that a lot of you are going to buy kale tomorrow, but you are going to buy the frozen kale. Yeah, I do that too, right? Because we are thinking of how to cut it when we get home. We are busy. We don't have time. We don't have, so the way they ate theirs is different from the way we are eating ours. That is where the difference comes. And that is why they got more nutrients from those foods than what we are getting today. And remember, our forefathers never do what we are doing now. They didn't use cell phones. They didn't use computer. Our forefathers did not add burgers to their food. Our forefathers did not use aeroplane. They are not exposed to everything we are exposed to today. The cream they were using on their body were not synthetic. They were natural from palm kernel, palm fruit. That is where they got their cream from. But today, we have exposed ourselves to a lot of things. We have how about what they were using to cook? They were using the clay pots to cook then.
Coconut oil.
So you cannot compare them to us. That is why we need to be more careful. So I want to tell you that there is a diet called the African Heritage Diet.
Wow.
This is a research that has been done by nutritionists and professionals, and it's categorized our foods into three. And these foods, when I list them for you, you will discover that they fall in everything that I've mentioned. And according to the African Heritage Diet, we have three types of food. This is, number one, food to enjoy every day. There are foods to enjoy every day. There are foods that our forefathers enjoyed every day. There are some foods that they ate once in a week. Right? Or let me say a few times in a week, maybe twice in a week, 3 times in a week, but not a daily food. Another group of foods are those foods that are reserved for treats. They are only reserved for treats. And you know the categories of those foods right now. Your candies, your ice cream.
I really like those three kind of foods. Foods to enjoy every day, foods to eat a few times each week, and foods to save for special occasions. Okay. So let me say, so what do you want to tell the viewers, especially we Africans who are really not interested with vegetables, and now you're giving us that we have type of foods whereby our forefathers used to eat. So what do you mean? Do you want us to eat veggies every day or once in a while, or to make it a food served or a special occasion?
The recommended daily intake for vegetables is 4 to 5 servings daily. And our forefathers ate it that way because they were eating their soup as vegetables. They were cooking vegetables as soup. Thick one that is, not the vegetables we cook today that 70% of it is meat. That is not what I'm talking about. That is not vegetable soup. The vegetable soup that our forefathers ate was 70% vegetables, 20% protein, animal protein, and the remaining 10% was healthy oil and seeds or nuts, and I'm talking about locust beans. I'm talking about all the condiments they were using then. That is what makes the 10%. 20% is animal protein, while 70% of the food is usually vegetables. But these days, we buy spinach of a handful, and we are using 5 kilograms of chicken to cook it. So that is not what they are talking about here. We are talking about eating real vegetables. And they ate it almost 3 times in a day. They eat it in the morning with their yam. They eat it in the afternoon with maybe their rice. And they eat it in the evening with a swallow food. So now tell me, are they not doing fine, or were they not doing fine? That is why when people talk today, some people say, "Oh, our forefathers never did that. This is how they. That is what they used to train me." I don't know how to explain that, but I know you are getting what I'm trying to say.
It's true.
Because when we give recommendations this day, okay, let me tell you another thing. How many kilometers? I remember when I was young and going to school, my primary school, my secondary school, I remember I used to walk up to 40 minutes before I get to my school. And I will walk in the morning that way. I will walk back that way. But these days, the only people that do that kind of walk are people who are doing it intentionally. They have to wake up in the morning, wear their gym wear their shoes, and begin to run. It has to be a deliberate act. It doesn't come naturally. But back then that I'm talking about is not even when I was young, because when I was young, there were cars. It's just that I was from a very humble background. There were cars. People have started using cars. But back then, that people were going miles, several miles by trekking. So what other exercise do you want them to do in their life to digest their foods?
Yeah,
but
you're
these days, we eat our foods. We live sedentary lifestyles, and we still expect the same thing to happen. If we keep doing it the same way, we would keep seeing the same results, which is the chronic diseases that we get from all those lifestyles.
That is our health coach. She's telling us what to do and what we are supposed to do, the ways. And she's having a lot of materials. She's having a lot of stuff how to cook healthy food. And you know why I like yours is that you are talking to us how to cook food, healthy food, but then you are going to teach us how to cook healthy food, and then you are telling me you are ready to go and teach those people who wants to learn healthy food. So this is exciting for sure. So let's go for a short break, and then viewers, I see you watching us. Please, if you want to join our discussion, call us live. 416-900-5864. 416-900-5864. Don't forget to go to the Facebook page. On that Facebook page, remember, we had certain machines last week, and I think Aziza is going to continue with the offer. Few people were asking how to get it. Go to the Facebook page. You see there's AC TriStar. Go to the Facebook AC TriStar African Health Cooking Extravaganza. And on that page, you can press call and you will get what you need. Let's go for a short break now. DJ Owen, thank you. Take us for a break and we'll be back in a few seconds.
Are you an international student who has recently graduated from a Canadian post-secondary school? If you have graduated from a designated learning institution, you could be eligible to apply for permanent residency under the new pathway set out by Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada. Contact Genesis Immigration Consulting.
Welcome back, viewers. This is African Health Cooking Extravaganza.
Are you an international student who has recently graduated from a Canadian post-secondary school? If you have graduated from a designated learning...
Yes, welcome back, viewers. This is a African health cooking extravaganza. Our health coach, Azizat, she has a lot of stuff. I'm learning a lot from her. Okay, now tell us, what are you going to tell us? What to eat, how to cook, or what is going on?
Yeah, I was talking about the African heritage diet, and I was saying that our foods are normally divided into 3 classes. The first one are the food that we eat every day. The second category are foods that we eat a few times a week. And the third are the foods that we reserve for special treats. And you would agree with me that if you have a date today, you are not going to go out there and eat swallow. I mean, the first thing you think about are the treats. That is what they are meant for, right? That is what they are meant for. People did not have access to them this way in the olden days, but now we have access to them. That is why we need to control them. And among the foods you need to eat daily falls your vegetables and healthy carbohydrates. I understand that most of our foods are carbs, but there are ways to eat our carbs healthy too. Number 1, the choice of carbs you are going to be choosing to fall in the foods that you eat every day. If you are going to be eating carbohydrates every day, you would want to choose yam over your non-gluten-free flour. You would want to choose your potatoes over fried chips. I'm talking about your boiled potatoes over fried chips.
Our coach, we have a call. Someone is calling us live on the studio. Maybe you want to tell us something. Yes. Hello. Hello. Can you hear us? Okay, let's go. I think maybe connection has been bad. Let's go. Move on.
All right. So, like I was saying, the choice of the food that you are eating or you are choosing actually matters. And I was trying to list the foods that you can eat every day and you will be fine. Beans of all kinds. Beans has a lot of fibers and you want to eat your beans every day. But in several homes today, beans are eaten once in a week. And in some homes, they process their beans into moi moi. Do you know moi moi? Do you eat moi moi?
No, I don't know. Oh, someone is calling us again. Sorry, health coach, can we pick up the phone? Hello? DJ, we can't hear that call. I don't know what's happening there, but anyway, sorry, our viewers. I know we might have bad connection, but please keep calling us. We would like you to interact with our program. Sorry, okay. You were asking me a question. I don't know. What is that?
Okay, it's a Nigerian food, and I know you have a way of eating yours in your place too.
Okay, what is that?
That is, how do you process your beans? How do you eat beans, apart from cooking it in a soup, beans? What other ways do you eat your beans?
For us, we cook beans in different ways. We can mix it with different kind of food, like bananas. We mix with bananas. Do you
blend it? Do you grind and cook?
Yeah, but we do only for those sick people, I like chewing. Aziza, how can I blend beans?
All right, well, in Nigeria,
yes.
moi moi is a staple, and people do it as a treat. But when people eat moi moi these days, they just do too much again, right? They have fine, beans is good for you, but in that type of food, we remove the back of the beans, we blend the beans, we add fish, we add egg, we add oil.
Eggs? You add eggs?
Yes, so people add eggs into beans,
wow.
right? So it makes it look good, right? But what is it gonna do in your body? We need to change our mindset. We need to see our food as our medicine, because this is what we do. There is something that we cannot neglect in life, which is food. You can decide not to sleep for some days, but you can't decide not to eat for some days. It's natural, right? So we have to want to control what we eat. And like I was talking about, your grains are very important in your meal, and you need to want to eat them every now and then. Now, let's go into the foods that you can eat a few times daily. I mean, a few times weekly or in moderation. Your oils are not meant to be eaten every day.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Your oils are supposed to be eaten in moderation. And if you are also eating the oil, go for healthy ones. Another one is marinades, sauces, your herbs and spices. Your fish, egg, poultry, and yogurt are not meant to be eaten every day. They may not be reserved for treats, but you may not want to eat them every day. You may want to substitute them with the other foods in the first category that contains your vegetables, your complex carbohydrates, your grains, your fiber, your beans, your lentils, every kind of beans, and peanuts, your rice. Rice also falls in this category. Then foods to save for special occasions. You know them. Your meats, your sweets, your ice creams, your chocolates, your candy, your unhealthy cakes. They are meant to be saved for treats.
I can't wait. Viewers, please don't leave your screen. Something good is coming. What she has been talking, she's now going to do it practically. So don't leave your screen. Yes.
So today, after we go into I wanted to say breakout rooms.
Yeah. You told me not to say it, but then you're telling us.
No, I wanted to say breakout rooms because I use Zoom a lot.
Yeah, it's true.
So when we go on a short break and we come back, you are going to see me in the kitchen. And what will I be doing today? I will be teaching you how to eat your vegetables, not as salad, but combine it with a food that you can reserve for special treats and now turn it to something you can eat sometimes during the week, right?
Yeah.
For example, cakes are a very unique food. You can use it as snacks, dessert, meal, anything, right? And we have noticed that people do a lot of cakes, and cakes are meant, the normal cakes, let me say the white man's cake are meant to be eaten for treats, not everyday food. But as a nutritionist and somebody that explore, right? We have found a way to help you eat your cake not only as a treat.
Wow.
You can now eat your cake comfortably as your snacks. You may not still want to eat it every day, but if you have kids, it's okay for them to eat this kind of cakes every day. And also you can modify. And when I'm cooking it, I'm going to be telling you how you can also modify, even if you are watching your weight, even if you have set a goal to lose 50 kgs or 50 lbs or anything, you can still eat this type of cake I'm going to be preparing for you today.
I'm going to test it for you, and I will tell you how that cake looks like. So,
all right.
So maybe we go for a short break and then we get ready for that cake cooking vegetable cake. It's not only cake, because people are used to make sweet cakes. But today, Melissa, Azizet is going to tell us, to teach us how to cook vegetable cake. Why? Because he wants us to learn how to eat healthy. He started with the vegetables. Now we are going to vegetable cake. And I'm very sure she's having a lot. So please, viewers, stay on your screens. Salute to all our viewers. You're watching us on YouTube, watching us on Facebook page. We see you and we recognize you. And those who have been trying to call us, please keep trying. We'll be more than happy to have you on our conversation. Thank you. See you soon.
Don't go away.
Are you an international student who has recently graduated from a Canadian post-secondary school? If you have graduated from a designated learning institution, you could be eligible to apply for permanent residency under the new pathway set out by Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada. Contact Genesis Immigration Consulting. Are you an international student who has recently graduated from a Canadian post-secondary school? If you have graduated from a designated learning institution, you could be eligible to apply for permanent residency under the new pathway set out by Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada. Contact Genesis Immigration Consulting. Are you an international student who has recently graduated from a Canadian post-secondary school? If you have graduated from a designated learning institution, you could be eligible to apply for permanent residency under the new pathway set out by Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada. Contact Genesis Immigration Consulting.
Welcome back, viewers. Now, this is the time we have been waiting for. We had a lot of materials on how we had a health coach on how to eat healthy, how to cook the veggies, what type of vegetables we need to eat. Now she's ready! As is that?
Hi everyone, and welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned. So I'm going to quickly prepare for you, well, for us, because you are not here, a healthy vegetable cake. And I want to tell you today that this cake can be prepared in 15 minutes in your house. And I'm going to be using vegetables for everything. I'm not going to put water, and I'm not going to add oil. I'm not going to add butter. So you all saw this machine last week, and I want to tell you that this company is so generous. We have only given out 3 of the 5 that they gave me last week, and we still have some available, and they are generous enough to also give us more if we need it. So today I'm going to be preparing a healthy cake for you. I've decided to use this cake mix, and normally you can use other healthy alternatives of flour. Your almond flour, your flaxseed can also be used to make this type of cake. But today I'm going to be using this vanilla cake mix that says I should use water, I should use oil. But today I'm just going to be using these eggs and the vegetables you see here. So here I have carrots, I have apple, and I have cucumbers. But if you want to do this in your house, you can, decide to use whatever you want. There are a lot of vegetables that I mentioned to you earlier. Any of them is okay to prepare this type of cake. So I'm just breaking my egg in the plate, and I'm going to cut my veggies. I'm going to be using this cone. This is the cone I told you can also extract juice from my vegetables and fruits. So the first thing I'm going to be adding here is my carrot. I love carrots so much, and you you would agree with me that carrots is a very sweet vegetable. You can eat it raw, you can boil, you can steam, you can stir fry. I'm also going to add apple here today. There is no magic that this is actually performing. Do you know where the magic is? The magic is in our vegetables. Our vegetables can do whatever you want them to do. You can send them message and they are going to listen to you. We are their controller, okay? God has made these vegetables for us, and he has given us the authority over them. So it is what you want them to do that they are going to do for you, okay? So today I'm sending my vegetables to prepare me a healthy vegetable cake. For you, you may send your vegetables to make smoothie for you. And some people like Josie that buys mushrooms and allow it to waste can buy her mushrooms and send it to the garbage. But today I'm sending my vegetables to prepare my cake for me. So I have my veggies here, and the next thing I'm going to do now is to add my cake mix. I'm going to be using half of this because I love mine to have a lot of vegetables. For you, you may want to reduce your vegetables. As a starter, you may not want to add a lot of vegetables in your cake. And but when you start doing this, you will discover that it makes sense to put, the more you put the vegetables, the better for you, and you are going to enjoy it. I hope you can see that I'm mixing this just with 2 eggs. I'm not going to add water, and I'm not also going to add oil. Neither am I going to add, what's it called again? Margarine, sugar, baking powder. They are just a lot. I mean, when I was in the university, I usually bake cake for people. But since I started eating healthy, I forgot the list of cake.
The stuff you're going
Yes,
to use
all
to
those
cook.
stuff. You buy baking powder. Another thing is the measurement. Put a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of this, 3 tablespoons of that. I mean, it's a whole lot of work. Also, this is my pot that I'm going to be using. Another wonderful thing I want you to see today is that this cake is not going to enter the oven. We are going to bake this cake right here. And I'm not going to be lining my pot with anything but vegetables. I know you are surprised, right? It is not miracle. I will explain to you what is happening. Like I mentioned earlier, God has produced your vegetables to do whatever you want them to do. So today, I'm also going to send my vegetables to be my pot liner, okay? I know you are surprised, yes. The first time I saw this, I was also surprised, and that is about 6 years ago. I'm also going to add carrots. I love carrots so much. If you are still looking at us and you've not decided to go into our Facebook page, so send us a message for your own machine, you are missing a lot. Last week, I showed you how this machine would help you prepare your salad, and today I'm also showing you how this machine will make your cake for you. So everything you need in your house is your...
Yeah, so I think we put this way, and I'm going to remove this.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Now
Okay,
you can see there.
So look into my pot. I only have my vegetables in here, and I'm going to put my cake mix, my butter. Let me call it my vegetable butter. Because it's all veggies and egg. Yeah. This cake you see right here, you can eat it every day, even if you are watching your weight. I'm just going to cover this and cook on medium heat for just 15 minutes, and our cake will be ready.
Wow. Viewers, do you see that? Do you see that? I mean, the cake is cooking now, but what is very interesting is that she didn't use water. She only used vegetables. We all saw that how she grinded the vegetables, how she did the vegetables, how she made everything happen with the vegetables. And then she added 2 eggs and mixed the flour in it. So there was no oil, there's no sugar, there's nothing. So the sugar, I think, I'm waiting to test this cake. The sugar is from the fruits, maybe an apple and vegetables. But this is really good. But you know what? I've never baked a cake in a normal saucepan. I have never baked a cake in a normal saucepan. But this kind of saucepan looks to be unique. It's a kind of saucepan whereby I can see that it's very unique. You only put everything, and then she's using normal stove. That means even those people who don't want to use oven to bake their cake, you can bake your cake using normal stove. You can bake your cake using a saucepan. It's very interesting. I like that. You see, this is a normal stove. This is a normal gas stove. And she used it to bake a cake. I can't wait to see that. And what she's telling us is that in 15 minutes, our cake will be ready. Not only the cake, but our vegetable, healthy cake will be ready in 15 minutes. Oh, wow. I'll give you bigger.
I know you don't want to miss this.
No, I was waiting. No, you know what? You have really surprised me. First of all, my mind, my mentality, I knew that baking a cake needs
Needs
an
an
oven.
oven.
Yeah, I knew that. I've never used a saucepan. Sure, even the sauce, I used something else, but what you did today is really. So I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something today. I'm going to test. I don't even know what to talk about because I'm really waiting for that cake.
I still have a little point to
I
tell
really
my
need
viewers
that.
there.
Mhm.
I've also helped you to list
Viewers, I've started to feel the smell.
how you can eat your
It's smelling
vegetables.
good.
Okay, so I actually noted here that some other things you can do with your vegetables, like steaming them, sauteing them,
Yeah.
roasting is another way to eat your vegetables.
Yes, I do. I always roast
You can
too.
grill them or eat them raw. You can also enjoy your vegetables like okra. Eat a lot of it. Ensure that whenever you are eating
Can you
your
eat
food,
a raw okra?
some people can eat raw okra if you can, right? Some people can. I can eat raw cucumbers. Some people cannot eat raw cucumbers.
Yeah, you're right.
So there is that individual differences. So it depends on what your body can take. So yes, eggplant. When I go to the stores, I see that the shelf for some food are always empty, but the shelf for eggplants is
They're always full.
because people don't really know the importance of these foods, right? But I think what we are trying to do is to be able to create that understanding that will create that impact that will transform the world.
You're right.
This is a message I want to pass to people. We need to change the way we eat our food. We need to change the way we cook. We need to change the way we buy. We need to change everything about our food. And that is the only time.
That cake is smelling. You see, even DJ Owen had to stand up and go and do something because the smell in this room is too much. But then, I like that smell. It smells fresh. It has a certain type of smell that not normal, Sometimes when we bake cake, we smell baking powder. But now I'm smelling fruits. I'm smelling like an apple. I'm smelling like carrots. Yeah. Wow.
So you already know that you want to eat food, right?
Yeah.
So that's excitement.
And it's not only the food, but the tasty food. Because one thing is not only eating, one thing is how the food tastes. So, my mouth is full.
The thing is,
I can't wait to taste.
There is a relationship between our foods and our feelings, and that is why there is a therapy with food in terms of mental health and mindfulness and all that. There is a feeling that food gives us.
Wow.
And for you to have a positive feeling about food, you need to explore your food. You need to be able to use your food in different ways and see what makes you happy. When you cook healthy, the aroma you perceive from your food is different from the aroma you perceive when you are not cooking your food in a healthy way.
No, I can feel the difference
that one
right
is
now.
There. So some other things that I've put here is okay, you're an African, you love to eat rice. I know people that cannot do without eating rice every day. And to this set of people, my own advice for you is ensure you have a side salad with your vegetables instead of that big meat, right? Ensure you eat your rice, fine, but ensure you always add vegetables to your rice. And you can also, if you are somebody that also loves bread, how do you incorporate vegetables into your bread?
Yeah,
make it sandwich.
Yeah.
That's it. Make your sandwich with your bread. And once you want to make sandwich, you can explore your vegetable options.
I really
Put your carrots
agree.
and cucumbers today. Tomorrow, try your cabbage and zucchini. And another day, try your eggplants and another thing till you find what suits you.
Yeah, you're right. Because
also, I mentioned eating vegetable soup as a meal. If you eat a bowl of vegetable soup, you are all right. Also have a piece of fruit or raw veggie sticks instead of chips. Also, you can make your fruit popsicles. Your barbecue chicken can come with a lot of vegetables, especially when it is spicy.
Okay.
Yes, you can make your banana. What's this food that people fry in saucepan? That they also make the mix. I don't eat it, right? What's the food that people mix, especially for children, and just pour in a pan and.
Is it porridge?
No. Flour. It's flour based.
Okay. So
It's flour based.
the point is, I think our cake is it's going very delicious, and things are going good. The smell is too much in this room. I'm telling you, the smell is too much in this room. Anyway, viewers.
Pancakes.
Okay. I didn't know we were talking about pancakes.
Pancakes. So if you are somebody that loves to eat pancakes, how do you modify your pancakes? Put bananas, right? So that you are reducing the quantity of processed foods. Because you are eating, your pancake is flour and maybe baking powder or whatever you put. But by the time you want to put bananas, you automatically reduce the quantity of the processed food or the gluten food that you are eating. Also, you can add your avocados into your pancakes. Also, juicing is also a very good one. Make your smoothie with your vegetables. They are very good. They are lovely. Just ensure that you are, exploring. Do kale today, prepare carrot tomorrow, right? And before you know it, you get used to eating your vegetables, and you will not find it difficult to eat your vegetables. Like I mentioned last week, my vegetables is my fast food.
I'm telling you, I think the way I see you preparing all this stuff, you are really convincing me that I should make it my fast food too.
Is this easy?
It's very easy because you took only 2 minutes to prepare that cake.
And I don't even need a cake mixer.
Yeah, you didn't need a cake mixer. That's what I was saying, that you didn't need all this kind of stuff. You only had few stuff whereby you made it and the cake was already on the, not even oven, on the stove. Viewers, I'm very sure you will like this. No one wants to have trouble in the kitchen. We are all busy. We want to make our life easy. This kind of healthy cooking makes our life very, very easy. It doesn't consume time. The preparations are easy. This machine is so comfy to the point that you only turn the handle and it gives you everything. But not only that, it gives you everything you need. It gives you the juice, it gives you the veggies slashed already on your own style, and then it makes life easier for you.
So another thing I want to add is what makes this easy for me to prepare. I would not cut my vegetables with a knife and be able to use it this way. It is this machine, right?
Yeah.
Because like I was saying earlier, there is no magic here. I'm sending my vegetables to do the work they are meant to do, because my vegetable already has the oil, my vegetable already has the water that my cake needs. But this machine has helped me to extract the water that is now in my vegetables. So if you need this machine, like I mentioned last week, this company is generous and they have given me some of these machines. Last week they gave me 5. 3 is gone and I have 2 machines left. So for these 2 machines, I'm going to give it out, and I know that you'll be more interested in using the machine now. Maybe next week or sometimes we'll be preparing okra soup with this machine.
Wow, yeah, I can't wait about that. No, I want to speak to the viewers that we are bringing you health cooking style. We are bringing you things which they can make your life easier, but keeps you healthy. And this is what is going on. I told you, when you see this face, it's all about health stuff. It's all about mentally. It's all about health with your life. What you eat, what you consume, what you do, that's what is going to
What you
define.
think.
And
What you think.
Yeah, I was telling them this morning that mind and body connects.
Yeah.
So what you eat, what you live, what you think, whatever it is, and now our health coach is telling us the same thing. Let us keep ourselves healthy. Let us make a decision. It's very simple. And today, she's bringing to us a simple way of preparing health cooking style. A cake baked in a normal stove, not an oven, in few minutes. A cake with no sugar. A cake with no fats. A
Oh my
cake
God.
with full of veggies.
This cake.
The smell
The
is
aroma is
too much.
empty.
No, I'm sick. The smell is too much. I can't wait. How long does it take?
I think it has spent 10 minutes now.
Yes. Wow. Viewers, are you really?
Oh my God, I think this cake is ready.
Are you really?
Let's check it.
Are you really?
Our cake is ready actually.
Are you? Wow, can you imagine? Our cake is ready in 10 minutes.
I actually use 15 minutes for mine because it's bigger. I usually make all the
Yes.
the quantity of I usually bake all this. That is
Yes.
why I use 15 minutes.
Wow, the cake
I'm
is
so
ready.
sorry.
Look at that color.
Can you see?
Very natural.
Can you see the cake?
I can see that color. Viewers, do you see that color? Do you see that color? Anyway, I'm going to taste the cake for you, and next week I will tell you how this cake tastes.
Yeah. So thank you very much for watching us today. And if you want this type of colorful cake, what do you need to do? Come to our Facebook page and call us, drop us a message, and you can have your Salad Master machine. And okay, maybe when you call me and you're coming to collect your machine, just go to the store, buy your vegetables, buy your cake mix or whatever you want to use, collect your machine, go home, prepare this healthy cake for you, your family, and your children. My children love this cake so much, and it is so easy to prepare. You don't need to buy store cakes that you don't know when it has been prepared, right? This is fresh cake. And I tell you again that this cake is so nutritious because the vegetables in it is not cooked, it's not overcooked. We would explain that on another day why I said these vegetables is not overcooked. You are going to eat this cake and your vegetables will still be crunchy and the color has not changed. Look at the carrot, look at the cucumbers, look at the apple. They still have their colors. That is what tells you that the nutrients, the flavor, the taste in these vegetables are still intact. And you are going to be getting 93% of the nutrients in these vegetables when you eat this cake. So for you who doesn't want to eat salad, tell me, if you consume half of this cake today, it means that you have consumed what? Almost a whole apple and those quantity of carrots and cucumbers that I put into the cake. So that is how you should look at it. And you have not eaten any oil, you have not eaten baking powder and every other chemicals. So thank you very much for watching me today. Join me again next week and I will be looking at your question to decide the topic we are going to be treating next week.
Thank you so much, viewers. Thank you, Azena. Thank you, TriStar Hour. This is TriStar Hour. We are here every Friday from 6 to 7. We can go to 7:15 when we want to do our cooking shows. But the purpose of this program is to teach you, my fellow Black community, how to cook healthy. Please don't forget to go to the Facebook page, Health Cooking, African Health Cooking Extravaganza. That is the Facebook page. African Health Cooking Extravaganza. Just type that word, African Healthy Cooking Extravaganza, and get into that page. Press the call. You are
international student who has recently graduated from a Canadian post-secondary school? If you have graduated from a designated learning institution, you could be eligible to apply for permanent residency under the new pathway set out by Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada. Contact Genesis Immigration Consulting.